In today's video, we talk about making a comeback. Hey guys, what's going on? Paul Ravella here, ProPhysique.com, and I just wanted to do a little intro for the video I shot. Layne wanted me to shoot some footage for his channel regarding the physical therapy that he's been going through, and so I did that. I came into the gym, and I thought it would be an opportunity to make a video regarding kind of what he's done mindset-wise to come back from injury. For those that don't follow Layne, he's had a tough time the last few months, and being one of his closest friends, it's been tough to watch him go through because, you know, he identifies so much with his accomplishments, as he should, in powerlifting. I mean, this time last year, I was watching him at Worlds in Salo, Finland, set a world record, and you know, just a few months ago, he was literally not even able to squat at all. So I think there's some lessons there, and not just related to powerlifting or bodybuilding or any of that stuff, but more life lesson, in that what makes us great at things is not that they're easy all the time. A lot of people think success, and I was even guilty of this at a time in my life, that successful people were successful because it came easy to them, it was handed to them, their parents, their friends, they're talented, they're gifted. That's all an illusion, and that's what losers tell themselves. Yes, I had a loser's mentality. The truth is that people put in work, and I think having setbacks really shows you your fortitude. If you have a setback and quit, then you weren't passionate. If you have a setback and put in the work to take the next steps necessary to get better, that shows you truly have passion for it, and you're going to do better. You're going to do great things. So I think this is an interesting transition for Layne. He's not the best in the world right now. He's struggling. He's getting better. But it's going to be neat to see this video in 6 months or a year after he's gone through all these struggles. Because one thing we can tend to do is forget out the past. You can forget that Layne had a few injuries. He's had a pec tear. He's had some other things come up in his career. It's not always been a straight ride to the top when, you know, focusing on squat goals and things like that. So anyway guys, here's the footage, and I'm going to do a little montage with Layne talking over some of the footage from today. Just let me know what you think. And I'm also going to put together a video for Layne's channel, so the PT, the therapist that came today, she can actually, her name is Jamie, she can actually discuss what she was doing with Layne and give a better explanation than I would on the video. So look for that video on Layne's channel in the coming days. Alright guys, anyways, it's Monday, so I hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to get this video out on Tuesday, so hope everyone has an awesome week this week. Crush your training. Crush it, as Doug Miller would say. Core Nutritionals, shout out. Alright guys, talk to you soon.
So I want to talk about kind of how I approach my injuries, and I'll be real about it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and blow fluff up you guys' ass and say, oh, I never got discouraged, you know, I was always focused, all that kind of stuff. You know, nobody wants to get injured. It sucks, but it inevitably is going to happen if you lift weights long enough. And so the hardest thing for me was having to drop out of the Arnold and then having to drop out of Worlds. That was very difficult to swallow for me. But once I dropped out of Worlds and kind of committed to fully rehabbing and said, okay, I don't care how long it takes, I don't care what I have to do, I'm going to get back. I went, consulted with Jamie, and you know, once I started, within about a week and a half, I started to see an improvement. First I started moving better, and then I started feeling better. So my moving better was primary, and the pain started going away secondarily. Once I felt that pain start to go away, I kind of said, okay, I'll be back. Now it's just time. So I think the easy thing to do is to get in the mindset of, well, I can't train how I used to, so why even bother? Whereas I said, okay, I'll look at this as a challenge. Let's try to find a way to come back. It's like a puzzle. Let's try to find a way to fit the pieces of the puzzle together in order to make it work. And because at the end of the day, anybody does anything great, sets world records, wins worlds, wins nationals, whatever, they had to overcome something to get there. If you think it was just smooth sailing for them and nothing ever happened, you're kidding yourself. Like, everybody has stuff they have to overcome. It's not always injuries. Sometimes it's personal life stuff. Sometimes it's stress at work. Everybody's got something. So I've always felt that complaining about it, whining about it, wasn't going to change anything. So just get to work, you know. So I'm in here, and my prehab work is probably 30 to 45 minutes every single day, and I'm doing it every single day because it's what's going to make the difference for me. If I'd rather just come in and start squatting and start deadlifting, of course, but that's not going to get me back on the platform. So I'm just completely focused on what do I have to do every single day to eventually get me back to my goal. Right now I don't have a meet scheduled or anything like that. I'm just winning back, so I feel like I'm back close to 100%. Can start an actual training block, and then we'll start worrying about when meets are going to come. But you know, I kind of look at it as to embrace the challenge, okay? Because hey, when I come back from this, for those of you who said I never would, keep betting against me, please. I hope you do. But when I come back from this, it's going to make it that much more satisfying. So yes, I'm not going to say I never got discouraged. Of course I did, but I think the key is to accept being discouraged, but continue to fight. Continue to go in every single day, even if you don't want to. Continue to go in every single day and do the things you need to do to progress yourself. And honestly, have a little bit of faith that things are going to work out. And I don't mean that from a religious or spiritual sense. I just mean, Eric Thomas said it, you can't do anything without faith. If you don't believe it's going to get better, you're not going to have the motivation to come in here and do the things you need to do when you're feeling your worst to get to your best.